Hey guys, and welcome back. I hope everybody's doing well. If you're new to the channel, this is Opportunity Thrift, and my name is Lillian. And what we do on this channel is we do jewelry unboxings, we do jewelry sales, we go thrift store shopping, vintage store shopping, really any kind of shopping where I think we can find a bargain. So today we're going to have a jewelry sale of what I believe is mostly vintage, almost all signed pieces that I have been slowly accumulating and collecting. And I got quite a few when I went to the antique show, whose video you will see coming up soon. And then I bought a ton of jewelry from a jeweler that buys out estates. And so hopefully in upcoming videos you will be seeing more vintage pieces. Most of today's video will be brooches, but I do have a couple of necklaces and a pair of earrings. So let's get started. Now, the first piece is not signed, but he is vintage and he is awfully, awfully cute. So I just couldn't, not put him in this video. He's adorable. Little French poodle. He's got an enamel, maybe bow on his head, like you see a lot of dogs get dressed up. So this cute little poodle is roughly 1.33 inches by about 3/4 of an inch, and he will be $7. Now, if anybody wants to purchase anything, email me at opportunitythrift@gmail.com and give me the date of the video, the timestamp, and a brief description of the item that you want. Shipping for US is $5 shipping, and that is for anything under a pound. And if you want to purchase more items, I will combine shipping, and it doesn't have to be from this video. It can be from any of my videos. So I will ship international, but we'll have to figure that out as far as what the cost will be. So this brooch is signed BSK, and really pretty brooch. I think it's a pretty good size brooch. It is roughly 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. I think it's in great condition, and this one will be $8. So this is our first signed piece. Then we have this piece, which in retrospect I probably should have put up before Christmas because it's a cute little box and bow. And this one is signed also. It's signed Darlene. And it is roughly 1.5 by 1 inch. And I don't see anything missing. I don't see any problems with this piece. So this piece is $8. This next piece, I'm not exactly sure if it's vintage, but it might be 20 years old and would be perfect for the realtor in your life. And it is signed AJC. It's a pretty substantial brooch in size. It is 2 inches, a little over 2 inches by 1.75 inches. And I think in good condition. There's some little tiny nicks, but really, I don't think it's a problem at all. So $8 for this one. Okay, then we have this flamingo, and it is enamel, and then this is glazed, so it's like enameling, clear enameling too, with like glitter. I would say glitter inside. And it is signed JJ. And this one is going to be $10. This flamingo is $10. And it is 1.75 inches by, I would say, 2 inches. So this flamingo is $10. Okay, then we have this piece, and there are some flaws to this piece. We're missing some rhinestones, and I thought long and hard about whether to include this because it is missing quite a few rhinestones. But it is a vintage goldette piece, and those are sought after. And I was thinking this probably could be something that could be repaired relatively easily, and so I decided to include it. So I don't know, some people might disagree with me for doing that. You don't have to buy it. But since these are sought after brands, I thought, well, okay, let me include this. And this is $10. In perfect condition, they run for about $30-$35. So I'm bringing it down to 10 because it does have flaws. Okay, the next item I have is this pewter piece, and it is also signed. And let me find my notes here, because it is, it is hard to read this one. It's actually LCD. I thought it looked like a K, but the more research I did, it is LCD. So it is a heart with some flowers and a bow. I believe it is pewter. I believe it is vintage. It is roughly 2 inches by about 1.25 inches. And I have this one for $10. Okay, then I have this really pretty enamel and rhinestone and pearl butterfly. And this one, let me find my notes for this one. Unlike my usual videos that are unboxings, and I go by the fly, this one was a little more researched and planned because I really didn't know all these marks, all these brands. So let me see. Now this one, I couldn't read, no matter how hard I tried. I could not make out the signature. I tried with my loupe, I tried without my loupe, I tried with a magnifying glass. It just was not clear to me. But it's a beautiful, beautiful brooch. And again, this one has no flaws. So if anybody wants this enamel rhinestone pearl butterfly, that is going to be $12. Oh, and I forgot. Let's see. This one is about 3/4 of an inch by, let's say, 1.5 inches or so. Okay, then we have a Trifari. And this one is silver tone, white enamel, in great shape. Oh, excuse me. And this one is signed Trifari. And it's got a lovely back. Look at all these engravings in the back. So this Trifari is going to be $12. And it is about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. There is a tiny bit of bend to the pin. All right, then we have this bow brooch, and this one is signed. Let me find my notes here. Okay, this one I believe was the Jerry's. Yes. Okay, so this is a Jerry's signed piece, and it is roughly 2 inches by 1 inch. It is in great condition, and I have this one for $12. Okay, and then I have this piece, which I think is adorable. The crystals are really beautiful. I like that they're so colorful. And this one is signed Czech. So these are Czech crystals. It is a vintage piece. The camera's not making it real clear to read, but it does say Czech. And this one is going to be $12. And this one is about 1 inch by 1 inch. Really pretty. I really like that one. So $12 for that one. Okay, then we have this piece, which is signed Dodds. It took me a while to figure out the signature on this one, but it is Dodds. It is in great condition. I don't see any flaws whatsoever on this one. And this one measures about 2 inches by 1.5 inches, give or take a tiny bit. And so that one will be $15. Then I have this brooch that's a bow, and this one is a Napier. It is in excellent condition. It is a little over 2 inches by, let's call it 1.5 inches. And this one is $15. really pretty, in great condition. Then I have this rhinestone snowflake brooch, perfect for the winter that some of us have been facing. It is signed OTC. It is, let's see, it is about 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So gorgeous rhinestone snowflake, and this one is going to be $15. Okay, then let's start off with our first necklace. This is a Napier. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I apologize. This one is a Coro. So it actually says Coro des Patent Pending. And it's a heavy chain. It looks like it could be sterling, but I did test it for sterling, and it did not measure as sterling. It visually has the appearance of sterling. It is not magnetic. So I don't know. Maybe there is some silver in there, but it's just a lower grade, and I have no way of testing that. So this is what it looks like on, and I just think it's a gorgeous necklace. And there you've got Louis peeking out his head. He's thinking about taking a nap. I don't know if he will or not. So this vintage Coro, I have priced at $18. Okay, then I have this piece, which is really kind of unique. It is Moon and Stars, but it's connected, and it has a brooch and a pin, which I really I haven't seen that before. So this is a JJ, and when you look at the star, you do see a little bit of glue coming through. When you look from the inside, you can't even tell anything is going on, but there is some discolored glue there. Very unique piece. I think in good condition. There is maybe a little bit of tarnishing on the brass. I think that's brass. But all the rhinestones are there. And kind of hard to measure. If you measure the moon is about 1 3/4 by about 1 1/4. And then the star is about a square inch. So I have this for $18. Then I have a Carol Lee, and I think this is a leopard because of the spots. And he's gorgeous. He's got green eyes. I think all the stones are there. I don't see any missing stones. He looks great to me. So he is 1.5 inches by 1 inch. And he is going to be $18. So $18 for the leopard. Then I have this Monet filigree. Oh, you know what? I didn't show you. Yeah, see the back. Carol Lee. Okay, then I have this Monet brooch, and it's really interesting. It's three-dimensional. So if you look, he's got like 4 wings, but maybe that's supposed to make it look like his wings are fluttering and he's flying. So in perfect condition, signed Monet. And this one is about 1.5 inches by 1.25 inches. And I have this one also for $18. Okay, then I have a unique piece. It is an enamel piece. I don't know, to me it looks like, at first I thought it was houses. But then, you know, this kind of looks like a laptop and this kind of looks like a computer. But I still think they're windows on houses. I could be totally wrong. I don't know. This is interesting. It is a 1994, and I have this written down. It is a Kunsthaus Vine, and I'm probably saying that completely wrong, museum shop piece from 1994. And it says something else here, but it's really hard to read that. And I don't speak German. So, well, that's what we have. And I just love this piece. It's so unique, and I think it's even more unique because I don't know what it is. So 1 inch by 1.25 inches, and I have this one for $20. $20 for this one. And then I have this huge bow. Now there is some little tarnish, not even tarnish, wear. Let's call it wear. It's not tarnish in spots on this one. But I think it's still a lovely piece. It's an old piece. I don't know how old, but you know, I'm certain it's vintage. That's what the lady who I bought it from told me, and I have no reason not to believe her. And it's a Monet, and it is huge. It is about 3.25 inch by 2.25 inch. So I think it's still a lovely piece. I would still wear this proudly myself. I wouldn't have an issue wearing this. And I have this for $20. Okay, the next piece that I have is this gorgeous, and I'm really bad at historical eras in jewelry, and I'm trying to learn, but I'm thinking this looks kind of Victorian to me. It looks like something my great-grandmother would wear. I actually have a brooch of hers, and it doesn't look that different from this. And you know, she lived, well, she was a young woman at the, 1890s, 1900s. So this one is actually signed Sphinx. And that was a brand new brand for me when I looked it up. It is even numbered. And I have this one for $25. So really gorgeous, gorgeous piece. It is in excellent condition. I don't see any flaws to the condition. It's 1 3/4 by almost 2 inches. So $25 for this piece. Okay, the next piece is also a brand new piece to me as far as makers goes. And it is this palette, paint palette with brushes. It's on copper. And it is signed Matisse Renoir. Now, interestingly, I saw this brand at the jewelry antique show that I just went to. I did not purchase this there. I bought this from the jeweler who buys from estates. But I actually saw this at the show, and you will see it, you'll see an identical piece to this in my video that I filmed at the show that was in the case. So, gorgeous piece, quite large. This is roughly 3 3/4 inch by 2 3/4 inch. So quite a large piece. Beautiful, gorgeous enamel copper Matisse Renoir piece. I think in good condition considering its age. There is some tiny crackling on the enamel, but there is no chipping whatsoever. I still would say this is in great condition. Okay, the next piece is this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous peacock. There is one missing rhinestone right here, but otherwise in great condition. I need 2 hands practically to hold it to show you. It has a, where did I see this? I thought I saw a little stamp, but maybe I'm confusing it with something else I looked at. It is an unsigned piece. Only one rhinestone missing. It is a huge brooch. It is a statement brooch for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches by 2 inches. 5 inches by 2 inches. This is stunning. And this could probably be repaired without, much fuss. I don't know if I have a rhinestone that I can repair that or not. I'm not sure. But I have this at $65. It is just so unique. It's a one-of-a-kind piece. Okay, very, very well made. Not a lightweight piece. And, quite unusual. Okay, and then my last piece is a Regency. And this is stunning. So we have this gorgeous element that's actually could be a brooch. And it is on this faux pearl, golden faux pearl and crystal in between the faux pearls. And then it has a lovely clasp. And it has a drop of, let's see, how about drop to the top of the brooch. 7 inches. 7 inches to the top of the brooch. Now, what I decided to do, I don't have the matching earrings for this piece, but I do have these vintage unsigned earrings that are so close that I am selling this as a set. Even though these aren't marked Regency, but I think these could easily be a necklace and brooch set. Oops. Okay, that didn't go as planned. All right. I think that would make a lovely set. So these earrings, to show you a little closer, the middle stone is an Aurora Borealis. These look to be the same color as the Regency necklace. They are clip-on. The quality is excellent. The condition is excellent. These are 1 1/4 inch by about 1 1/4 inch. And the brooch pendant on the necklace is 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. And there is the signature Regency. So like I said, I'm selling this as a set because I just think these go together really, really well. And the quality of the earrings, I think, is every bit as good as the quality of the necklace. And I'm selling the set for $100. I just think that makes an amazingly gorgeous set, necklace and earring set. So guys, that's all I have for today. Like I said, I've bought quite a bit of vintage jewelry, some more higher end, some not so high end, but a lot of it is signed. Some of it is unsigned, but still beautiful. And I will be having probably a decent number of upcoming videos for this jewelry, in addition to my shopping trips as usual. And you know, some of the other stuff that I have that I would like to sell. Maybe not so many unboxings coming up, at least probably not in January, until I get some of this all videoed and posted, because I have a lot of inventory right now and I don't need to immediately add to it. I need to slowly work my way through what I have right now. So otherwise, I'm going to become the hoarder I did not want to become. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.